Hello, sports movie fans, and welcome to Locker Room Flicks Podcast. I'm Frank Sullivan, and with me is my uncle Frank Darling. Frank, how are you tonight?
Very good. Beautiful day in Florida today. No humidity today. It's a really nice day. It really is. It's like 80-something degrees. It's gorgeous outside.
Really?
Yeah, it's nice. How is it there?
It's warm today. The weekend was really, really nice. Like yesterday was really, really nice.
Yeah.
But today was hot. So we made the move into the new house.
Beautiful.
So I don't know if I told you or if Linda told you, the AC shit the bed.
The AC in your house? The central air?
So we technically haven't got in yet. So so it's actually kind of good. So, like 2 days before we even moved in, the AC,
Right.
the compressor crapped out, and it was something else.
Okay.
So my my brother-in-law got us a credit for $6,500 for an old air conditioner, right?
Right.
Shits the bed. So now we haven't really quite closed on the new house yet. So
Right.
the owner is gonna basically put in a brand new unit and everything, and she's just gonna take $3,000 from that credit and is gonna put a brand new unit.
Nice.
So
Yeah,
it kind of works out good.
There
Except
you go. That's great.
We haven't. Like I said, we haven't. Again, it's hot, but it's fine. There's a lot of ceiling fans. I still have 2 AC units.
Right. You told me. You said you had some left over.
So we got one in the bedroom, and I just put one in the dining room. So
that's good.
We'll make dough.
Yeah.
How
How'd the movie go? Okay.
Good.
Good.
Very good.
Movie? Yeah.
These guys, man, they're pros. You know.
And it's amazing what they can do, isn't it? And it really is.
It's amazing how much stuff you have. You accumulate. It's like we don't have a lot of big furniture. We have, and they had the thing just stacked, just sky high, with just.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. I get it. Yeah.
It was unbelievable, but it took them 7 hours.
Okay. All right. What's the time between the two places? In other words, how far?
10 minutes, 10, 15.
Oh,
yeah.
Well, that's not bad. How's your little one doing?
She's good. It's good. The first night or two was kind of rough, but she's settling in.
4 months old, right?
Yeah, I know. It took them longer to get everything in the van because you got to stack it all up, and I made a few trips in the morning before they even got there, and
right. That's smart.
And I helped. We both kind of helped. I helped a lot.
Yeah.
Unloading because unloading is pretty easy.
Yeah.
You just kind of grab and go, but
yeah.
No, it was a good call getting the movers, but
that's a real good call.
Yes. But anyways, we're here to talk about
The Last Boy Scout.
The Last Boy Scout. Not really a sports movie, but
yeah, well, it had a little bit in
some themes to it. Yeah.
Yeah, it did. It's a different make. It's a different take on the movie.
Yeah. You want to break it down, or?
Yeah, it was released on December 13th, 1991. It's 105 minutes long. The box office. This is pretty good, man.
145 minutes long, right?
No,
Is it 105? Okay, I'm sorry. I wrote down the runtime on our sheet. It's an hour and 45 minutes, so yeah, that's right.
Okay. Box office was 7.9 opening weekend, 114 million total, and then the budget was 43 million. So they did pretty well on that. And it was directed by Tony Scott.
Yep.
That also had The Good Wife and The Numbers show, excellent shows.
I think he did Die Hard too, right?
He might have did some of Die Hard, yes. Starring Bruce Willis as Joe Hallenbach, Damon Wayans as James Jimmy Dix, and Halle Berry as Corey. And I had Bruce McGill as Mike Matthews. We'll get into that later.
Yeah.
Them parts are really quick, but whatever. The simple synopsis: a private detective protected female witness is murdered, prompting him and his boyfriend's girlfriend to investigate the crime that leads to a corrupt politician and a crooked football owner. This was nominated for 2 MTV Movie Awards, Best On-Screen Duo and Best Action Sequence. Unfortunately, they didn't win either one of those. I watched it on Redbox. What did you watch it on?
It's on Amazon Prime.
Amazon Prime.
Rented it, for like $3. What is it like? Is it the same thing for Redbox? Like
$3? Yeah, it was $3. I wouldn't have had this in my. No, I'm just saying I wouldn't have had this one. This is a long time. This is '91. So, but that's it. So next we got best part of the show, of course.
Yep.
Frank's 5 fun facts. There was a lot. What do you got for me? What do you got?
With this film, Shane Black became the first seller to sell a spec script for. Do you know how much? You want to try to guess?
1.7.
Yeah, I'm looking at this. It says one. Let me see here for the lower thing. Yeah, 1.7. 1.7. Yep. According to Time Magazine, he was originally offered. Excuse me. He was originally offered 2.25 from Carolco Pictures, but he decided to go with Warner Brothers for the lower record, so that he can work with Joel Silver, who produced his script for Legal Weapon. Yeah,
they worked together a lot, I think.
Yeah, no, I mean that's a good call for him. He said the record stood for 67 days until Carolco purchased a screenplay by Joe. I'm not going to say his last name is something, but basically it was Basic Instinct for $3 million.
Right, $3 million. Yep. Yeah.
There's a lot for a script.
It is.
I mean, especially this was what, 1991?
91. That's almost
90?
30-something years ago. Yeah, pretty good.
A lot of money. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of money.
Fact number 2: Assistant Director James, let's see here, Scotch Pole. That's probably butchered that one too. But anyways, later recalled how many problems production were due to, this was quotes from him, the overabundance of alpha males on the project.
Yeah, it kind of makes sense.
As said in an interview, Bruce Willis was at his height of his stardom. So was Joel Silver, who was a producer.
Right.
Tony Scott, who was the director, and Shane Black, who was the writer.
Yeah, they were all on top of the world. Yeah.
Yeah, that's basically what it just says. It was just early '90s testosterone-charged personalities.
That must have been
changing the environment. Yeah. Let's see here. So fact number 3: Damon Wayans trained with L.A. Raiders quarterback Vince Evans in preparation of the role as the former quarterback. Which I don't know. Do you know who that guy is?
Yes, I do.
It's a little before my time.
Yeah.
Vince Evans.
He was okay.
He was okay?
Yeah.
This is we're getting old, but like really only sports.
I know. Things.
I know. The opening credits sequence footage is taken from the 1990 Holiday Bowl, Texas A&M versus BYU, at the final game in the movie itself. So just a little bit.
Yeah, I like when they do that though. You got to get different things in there. They usually big games and stuff like that.
Yeah,
we've had a couple other ones, me and you, where they used the games are on TV and
footage.
Stuff. So yeah.
This is fact number 4. There's just kind of 2 alternate. So Mel Gibson was considered for the role of Jimmy Dix.
Can't see that, but that's okay.
No, I know. And Jack Nicholson was the first choice. I don't know why I didn't say why, but was for Joe Hallenbeck.
Yeah, I don't see.
See, I can see Mel Gibson doing Bruce Willis's.
Yeah, totally.
Right, Jimmy Dix is
the quarterback.
Yeah, I don't see that. No,
I don't see that. But whatever, they must have had something up their sleeve. Who knows? But
yeah.
And don't forget Mel Gibson too. When I probably asked him because he was doing Lethal Weapons and stuff. So
I was going to say, he was. That would have been another alpha male.
Oh, definitely, yeah, I'm sure it was.
And then this is just a small little fun fact that So the word "fuck" was used 102 times. There was a body count of 27, and the movie was filmed in 72 days between March 11th and May 27th.
What'd you say? 72 days they did it in?
72 days. That seems long. Good. I mean, I don't know.
I don't know how long it takes
for just the filming and
yeah, that's true.
In 2 months.
Yeah, you're right about that. No doubt about it.
I mean, it was a big film, though.
Yeah. Now, getting to the characters, the sad part about it was I love Bruce McGill, from Animal House.
Yeah, I was just going to say, we've seen him in quite a few.
We have. Been a lot of stuff. But, he gets blown up in the first half hour. Yeah. And then also Halle Berry. What a shame. That was another one that got blown away early in the show. So when I first watched it, I said, what's going on here? They're taking these people out. These are actors in the show.
Yeah. It was a little, let's say confusing, but crazy. Yeah.
Yeah. Halle Berry was 25 in that show. She's only a kid.
I know. So I was going to say she was pretty young.
Yeah.
25, huh? God, that's got to be early on in her career.
Yeah.
I'm looking
and
right now.
too. He was 31. Remember
it was pretty early. Halle Berry didn't start acting until what?
I don't get no.
She didn't start acting until like 80. I'm looking at 86.
Yeah, I know. He was in Living Color. Damon Wayans.
Yeah,
my wife.
Yeah, he was on.
And my
that's
favorite,
a good show.
I'm sure you'll love this. Major Payne.
Yeah.
Remember Major Payne?
That's a funny.
I didn't think I'd like it, but when I saw it, it was.
No, that's hysterical. I used to watch that when I was a kid a lot. It's funny.
Yeah.
One of the things is like I hoped, which I didn't like, is I wish he had more comedic scenes with. I wish he had more. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Unfortunately, I think the kind of movie it was, they had a little fun in it here and there.
They had a little bit. Yeah, I kind of like I said, I wish if they were going to go with the jokes, like again, Bruce Willis is the straight man.
Exactly, I agree with you.
He's a comedian.
You're right.
But it was a dark movie, that's for sure.
It certainly was. How about the first scene? For the people, I don't know, haven't seen the movie. First scene, the guy is Billy Blanks, actually. That's the guy that does the workout videos. He's Billy Cole, right? I think it's Billy Cole, yeah.
Yeah.
And he's all coked up. He goes out there because he's got to win because he's being, the big shots are saying he's got to win the game, score touchdowns. And he makes it to the goal line pretty good. He shoots 3 guys.
Yeah, I kind of was like, where are they going with this? Because, like... I understand he was like the player of like the owner, right?
Yeah, he was.
But I just didn't.
I don't know why he just didn't make sense having zone.
It just didn't. That scene just didn't make sense having it. I don't know what he was. I
have no idea
because it had nothing to do really with gambling, really.
I never seen a movie in my life like that in the beginning of a game where you shot 3 guys.
It was it was pretty dark, that's for sure. Yeah,
it was certainly dark. Himself. Yeah, and then and then he blows himself away on the field. Shoots himself right in the head. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was weird.
That was a weird start. Yeah. Hey, did you see who was in this movie? He just had
there was a lot of little. What were you gonna say?
Yeah, James Gandolfini.
Yeah.
James Gandolfini from he was in it. Yeah, he was.
Was he?
He was one of the thugs.
I didn't even recognize him.
Yeah, I didn't either. I just read it in the thing there.
Really?
Yeah.
I noticed they had another guy. I just noticed him from Sopranos. So Joe Santos. Do you know him?
Yes.
He plays the detective. I knew him from. Yes. He was in a few scenes in The Sopranos. There was actually a lot of stars in this thing.
You got Kim Coates from Sons of Anarchy. Yeah. Yeah.
The Senator, he's in a ton of shit.
Oh, yeah.
Major League, Hoosiers.
Yep. The Coach. I've seen him before. Noble Willingham, that's his name. Chelsea Field, his wife. I don't know if I've seen her before, but she was, she did get billing. She got 3rd, 4th billing on it.
Yeah, I
really don't know. I don't remember her. And then Taylor Negron. He was the guy in the end, the guy that was going to
Yeah.
shoot the. He's been in all kinds of stuff in those '80s. He was in a lot of those. He was in, I think, oh my God, Fast Times at Ridgemont High. He was in a lot of those '80s flicks.
Yeah.
Back then. Yeah.
We didn't mention. I mean, so his daughter Danielle Harris.
Oh yeah, from Halloween.
Halloween. It's funny because she was in an episode of Boy Meets World.
Oh, was she?
Yes, she. I don't know. Again, I don't know how. I don't know if you remember the show at all. But it was a small episode, but she made a big impact in the one episode that she did. That said that they had her interviewed on the Pod Meets World podcast.
Right.
And it was interesting to hear her talk about how she started getting into acting, and because she still goes a lot of those like I don't know, horror cons. I don't know, whatever the hell you want to call them.
Yeah.
That's what people notice her from.
Yeah. Oh wow, I didn't know that. Wow.
But
and I guess she enjoyed this. This is one of her favorite. It said it in the thing. It was one of her favorite. Parts. Was being in this
I
movie.
did see that. Yeah.
Yeah, she enjoyed it. So
she's in it. Like, I'm looking at some of her projects. I mean, you want to talk about horror movies? I mean, it's unbelievable. It's back to back to back.
She's got to be what now? She's got to be in her almost 50, right?
Was born in 77. Born in 77, so she's
46. Wow.
Yeah.
46. She's just a kid in that.
I know.
Oh man,
she was
that's
good.
Crazy. That's crazy.
There's a lot of people in this. Oh, Eddie Griffin as the stripper.
Yep. Yeah.
The stripper announcer, DJ, whatever you want to call him.
Yeah. That was a nice scene.
Yeah.
A little too short for me, but
that
was pretty good. Yeah. I liked it. Remember, too, she won an Academy. This is Halle Berry. She won an Academy Award for Monsters Ball. She was in Gothica, X-Men, and in Swordfish. Those are just some movies that I picked up. I've seen all of them, so I know them all. I know every movie.
Yes.
So. But she's good. She's a good actress. She really is. She was, like I said, she's just a kid in that movie, though. She was a nobody.
Oh yeah, she was super young. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your what do you think is your favorite Bruce Willis movie? I mean, I know it's hard to say, but
the Die Hards are tough.
He's been in
They're so tough, the Die Hards. I mean,
I know the Die Hards is the first Die Hard. I'm trying to think what else is really.
You know what's a good movie? You got to see it if you've never saw it before. Last Man Standing.
Really?
You really enjoy it. He's out west, but he's not a western. He's more of a what do you call it? Like one of the the thug kind of guy.
Yeah.
He's out west in a western town. It's pretty wild, but it's pretty cool. You'd enjoy it. It's got good action in it. It's very well done. There's all kinds of people in it. It's called Last Man Standing.
Gotcha.
So
yeah.
Yeah, it was good. It's a different kind of movie, but it's good. A lot of action though. You'd enjoy it.
He's gay. He's a lot. It sucks to say, but unfortunately, I don't think he'll be acting anytime soon.
No, he's in pretty bad shape. Yeah.
He's all done.
Yeah, that's a shame.
So he's
not that old either. What's he, 67 or something?
I
think that's all.
He's born in 55, so he's close to 70.
60, yeah.
Right?
Yeah, what a shame.
But he, I'm trying to say, this was made after the second Die Hard, because Die Hard came out in 88. And then the second one, because I was getting I wrote down had Die Hard vibes all over it.
Oh yeah. It did. It really did.
Second Die Hard came out in '90, so yeah. This was peak.
Yeah, he was on top of the world.
This was.
Yeah.
I mean, even you Look Who's Talking, 1 and 2.
Yeah.
I don't know where these people find a time. He just.
He was a busy guy.
Yeah.
That's another T-shirt movie. He loves wearing his T-shirts in the movies. You never see him dressed up. Very different for him to be dressed up. He's always got a T-shirt. I think in Last Man Standing, he's also dressed that way.
Really?
But yeah. But yeah, he likes his T-shirts. That's almost like a set thing for him. But yeah. I guess they were saying in the thing there, Kim Coates, I guess, accidentally punched Damon Wayans. Yeah, you see that?
Yeah, I did see that. Yeah. Well, and again, back then in the '90s, like as far as stunts go, they did. I mean, none of that stuff was flying out. And,
yeah. I guess they almost had a riot. I guess. Did you read that part?
I did see that
had a riot.
Too.
Yeah.
Was it extras?
Yeah, I guess the extras, they no longer needed them. Well, they never needed any more, and they weren't going to pay them or nothing.
Yeah.
So, but I guess they got through it. But some crazy stuff.
Now with unions and stuff.
I know. It's crazy.
It's funny. There's a funny story I was hearing on another podcast. What's his face? Shia LaBeouf.
Right.
Because, he was on that show, Even Stevens. You know what I'm talking about?
Yep.
The sister that was in there was talking about a scene where he was like bathing in a bath of chili or something.
Okay.
And when you think about it, you're like, okay, that doesn't seem that bad. But I guess his whole body was red, and he burned for like days.
Right.
Because of it's chili. There's all sorts of spices in it.
I understand. You're right.
That wouldn't fly.
Oh,
it won't fly now. No.
No, you're exactly right. Actually right. Yep. I'll tell you. It was a sad scene in this. Is when he talks about what happened to his wife and his unborn baby at the time. That was a tough scene. That's one thing I liked about the show. It had everything. A little kidding around, a lot of seriousness. But then that scene when he talks about it, he comes off. He comes up on the curb, I guess, and runs her over and whatever. And that was pretty sad. That's a pretty sad.
Yeah, I don't think he's got good luck with women, does he?
No, he doesn't. No.
Oh, even now we're talking with what's his face, with Bruce Willis and his wife. I mean, that I've seen that scene with him gonna threaten to shoot the mirror.
Yeah. Yes.
I've seen that scene in like clips of somewhere. I didn't know what movie it was from, but I mean that was an interesting scene, and you kind of breaks your heart a little bit when the daughter, the mother and wife turns the daughter on him, and she's like, "You're a fuck up and you're a loser."
Oh yeah,
it's a sad scene.
They didn't pull no punches in that show. That's one thing about them. Like I said, I couldn't believe it when they came up and blew. I mean, they machine gunned her down like some. I couldn't believe it. I said, "What's going on in this show?" Me and Linda are watching.
The machine. It was like you would think like they would have did a little more, like
just shoot her in the head or something. She's dead.
Yeah, just like they did a hit squad, like she's a fucking.
That's
like
crazy.
She's in the mafia. You know what I mean? Not like a little assassin kind of like take her out.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, like I said, it really caught me by surprise because I haven't seen it since then, so I didn't remember a lot of that stuff. You find out as you get older, a lot of the stuff you don't remember. I don't. It's that kind of movie, but I didn't remember them getting blown away like that. Because when they asked me what's it about, I said, I think when it's about gambling and something to do with he owes money or something like that.
It wasn't really a lot about gambling. It was more of like the scandal with the.
Well, yeah, but.
Well, I guess it was him trying to legalize it.
Yeah. Well, when he said to score the points, he must needed as many touchdowns. He must.
I guess
we don't know what the spread was or nothing. You think that stuff doesn't go on still? It does. To some extent.
I know.
Yeah, not in all that sense, but yeah.
It is sad too because you hear about and he breaks it down how you blow your knees out and then you start out with painkillers and that's a lot of like you don't think of like when you think of drugs. It's Brett Favre had a problem with whatever.
Perfect example. That's a perfect example of it. You're right.
It leads to painkillers, and the next thing you knew, you're doing lines of coke in the bathroom.
Yeah, he got. What do you call it to it? It's a painful game, man. It does a job on you. So self-control has got to be unbelievable. How you can do that without that pain? I couldn't even imagine. I'm looking to get out of bed in the morning, but I mean these guys play football. And you got to remember too. Good.
Yeah. No, I was going to say I remember seeing a video of what. I just for some reason it was like Greg Olson.
Right. That's retired now.
Yeah,
Yep.
I remember him. They were showing. I forget. I don't know where this was. I was watching. It was like it was a scene where he was. This is what I do to get ready. What I do for my body to get it in tip top shape for football. As I do this, I think it was acupuncture or some other shit like that.
Crazy.
But as I said, it
is.
Crazy. It takes a toll on their body, and they get paid a lot.
Guys today, a lot of these guys today that are retired and stuff, their knees, they're all beat to shit. I mean, that stuff never gets better. I mean, you're always going to be in pain every day when you get up. Or you know what I'm trying to say to some extent.
Yeah.
Anyways. Plus, you're getting older, so your body is the bones and stuff. Yeah, so it's no fun. Like I said, they have great lives, but they still pay for it a little bit in the end. So.
Yeah, I know, and I mean, you have to definitely budget your money because unfortunately,
you do.
The average NFL career, I mean,
it's pretty short.
Is pretty short. What, 10 years if you're lucky?
Especially if you're a running back. By the time you're 30, you're all done.
You're shot.
Pretty much, yeah. You're done.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, how about when Damon Wayans, Jimmy Dix, pulls out the shotgun shell, throws it in the fire?
Oh, yeah, throws it in the fire. Yeah, that was pretty good.
That was pretty good.
I never heard of that. I thought he was just talking about, like, buckshots, but I guess these must be,
I guess they do
special.
have it. Yeah, I didn't know that. They do have it, though. I just didn't.
I'm sure they do.
That was pretty cool, though. I got a kick out of it, like I said. The ending was pretty good, the way it was done. I love Marcone gets what he deserves in the end. If you had the money.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know.
Hey, did you see in the thing there also? They used that in Lethal Weapon, too. That same explosion.
Yeah. I've never actually seen.
I didn't know.
I've never seen Lethal Weapon, honestly.
Really?
Yeah.
Excellent movie.
Never seen them.
They're all great. Yeah. You know who's in the last one? I'm sure you'll know who he is. He's in the last one, the third or the fourth. Jet Li.
Oh, Jet Li? Yeah.
Jet Li, he's the bad guy in it, yeah.
I was just watching Expendables. They had 1 and 2 on today. I was able to catch a little bit.
Yeah, I love those. They got everybody in them, yeah.
Yeah.
Those are good. Those are good, definitely.
Let's see here. I like how, excuse me. It seemed like the villains or the bad guys knew where they were at all times.
Yeah, well, it was 90s. It was a 90s movie.
It's just kind of. I just thought it was kind of. It's funny how I was like, he's right. He'll pull right up. It was like they knew it right away. And they threw what's his face off an overpass, and he walked it off like it was no big deal.
He was okay.
Yeah.
He hit the car. That's like a 30-foot drop. And you ever notice
he'd probably be dead.
Oh yeah, you didn't see the people in your rearview mirror when you were driving.
Oh,
they were following you every single time. I mean, come on. But that's the way those movies were back then. Though. They made them like that. People watched
very
them. Yeah. Like
over
I said, what's this? 30 years ago?
Yeah.
Made $114 million. That means it'd make about probably $700,000 today, maybe more. Imagine that. I'm sorry, $600 or $700 million.
Yeah.
Today. I'm not saying that movie would, but if you inflated it.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. It really is when you think about it.
Yeah, I know.
I didn't think the movie should have made that much, but it did, so whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, the movie was okay.
Yeah, no, I agree. It was.
But it was the 90s.
That's what you got to compare it to. Because
you have to.
If you compare it to movies like what are the big movies like I said around that time? We Die Hard, obviously, with just him. Trying to think of what other big action movies.
I think the Lethal Weapons were. Yeah. Off the top of my head, I can't remember, but those kind of movies were. Mel Gibson was on top of his game there too. It was Mel, Bruce, Arnold probably, yeah.
Just because the first Terminator came out, 85?
Yeah.
And then the second one was right around 91 or something like that.
Yeah, it was a while before he came back. Yeah. But yeah, those were the top guys. And Sylvester Stallone probably doing
Rocky,
Rambos and stuff.
Forgot about Rambo too.
Rambos are excellent. So yeah, those were the top 4 people, man. They were rocking. Well, remember Planet Hollywood?
Oh yeah, I remember that.
That was opened by Stallone, Schwarzenegger, and somebody else. So they all opened that up. Might even have been Bruce Willis, for all I know. They opened it up. They all pitched into it because they were the top of the line. And when it first came out, Planet Hollywood was rocking. They still got them today, but they sold them all though. They don't own them no more. But that's what those guys did back then. They're top of the world. You got to take advantage of it when you're up there.
I'm looking at. I just kind of Googled real quick. Someone that says the 29 best action movies of the 90s. It's just to give you an example of like some one ones. The Total Recall came out in 1990.
Yeah.
Let me see here. I haven't seen that one. And Last Boy Scout is up here, of course.
Yeah.
Point Break.
Yep.
I haven't seen that, but it's got Patrick Swayze, I guess, Keanu Reeves.
Patrick Swayze's in it, yeah.
Yeah. Terminator, Judgment Day came out in 91. Hard Boiled, it was like an Asian movie. John Woo. Demolition Man came out in 93.
Stallone, yeah.
Hard Target, I've never seen that, but Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Claude Van Damme, I saw. That's good.
Another, The Fugitive, 93. That's with Harrison Ford.
Tommy Lee, yeah.
Tommy Lee.
Those are mine, brother. I love those movies. What else you got?
It's getting even. It goes a little bit further, but I got a few more. You got Speed.
Excellent.
True Lies.
Excellent.
94. I mean,
you can go on.
It's crazy. Yeah. Who do you think's the next? I would say they had the last action star. Who do you think's the newest action star right now? It's hard to say, huh?
Yeah, it's I don't know. It's hard. Statham is still there. Even though he's older, he still can.
He hasn't made much.
Lately he hasn't. But he's been in the Expendables. He's been in some of the what's that one now? The Fast and Furious.
Fast. Yeah, I guess the Fast. It's funny because that we just turned from a racing movie to an action movie.
Yeah. Well, the Rock too.
The Rock, The Rock's.
Yeah. He does all kinds of different ones. Up and coming though, I don't know.
You got to say what, like Chris Pratt maybe.
Chris Pratt,
Marvel. I guess you got a lot of the Marvel movies. So, what's his face from Rush?
Hemsworth.
He did quite a few. Yeah.
That's why they got to knock them out while they can. While they're young and they're still hot. So that's what they do. Some people stay hot for a long time.
I mean, again, when you think about it, a lot of the guys that we just mentioned in the 90s are in their 70s, late 70s.
They're older than me. That's for sure. Yeah.
I was watching the Expendables and the scene, Sylvester Stallone got his arms out like this, and I'm like, holy shit! You just see his arms are massive, his veins are popping out. Granted, I know it's movies, but I was like, holy shit!
He takes good care of himself. He does.
Yeah.
I watched on TV. You'd like it. You really would. I watched. We don't usually watch him, but I watched The Family Stallone. Mm-hmm. It's about him and his family. With the girls. The girls are beautiful.
He's got like 3 daughters, right?
Oh yeah, but it's a good show. We watched it for the first season. It was really good. And
really, you liked it?
They eat home and stuff. They're regular people. They just have they have nice cars and stuff. But I mean
Yeah.
It's pretty cool though. It's pretty cool. It shows him brushing the cat and stuff. He says,
really?
I gotta do this. Even Rocky does this. He says.
That's funny.
But
it's
funny. Cool to see the other side of the people. Not just the acting. But it's a good show.
All right, I'm trying to think. Is there anything else you want to discuss? There's not much really.
There really, I mean,
there is, but there isn't. Yeah,
A shout out to the 3 guys that were in at the NFL Hall of Famers. 2 of them, anyways. Dick Butkus, he was one of the announcers.
Yep.
And Lynn Swann, of course,
Lynn Swann,
Hall of Famer, and a great announcer, Vern Lundquist, which I think he's a Hall of Famer too in the NFL as an announcer. So that was a real quick scene, but they were all 3 in there. That was nice. It was nice to see them in there. That's about it. We mentioned pretty much everybody. There's a few extra people in there, like you said. Who was that other guy you meant? Jimmy Griffin, was it? Griffin? Somebody from the club.
Oh, I don't know. What are you talking about?
Eddie somebody, or? Well, I thought you mentioned it. Maybe not. Yeah.
I don't know.
But and then you had Joe Santos from the. You mentioned him. Yeah. it's hard to mention everybody because it's
Eddie Griffin. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Eddie Griffin. Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah, but it's hard all the time. Yeah, that's Billy Blanks. He's the guy that does that. He used to do those commercials, the workout commercials. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he still does. He used to, anyways.
Yeah, it's it. Now I'm looking at it. It says, James Gandolfini he's uncredited.
Yeah, uncredited. Yeah.
Didn't even recognize him. I feel like I got to go back and see it now. I'll just Google it. Sure I can find it.
I know. I should. I got it on Redbox. Good for 30 days. I should zip through it and see if I can find him on there.
I guess one of my biggest thing at the end was it seemed like him and the wife were going to get back together. And I was like, you know what?
Come on.
Forget the fact that that she had the affair. Again, we don't really know how long that was going on for. But you're calling him a loser. Right. This guy saved, which we didn't even talk about. He saved the president. He did whatever the hell that fucking senator was doing when he was beating the shit out of that, probably a prostitute.
Yeah. We talked about
him a loser, that. like a deadbeat. Come on.
Yeah, he took a shot. He took his shots for the president, man. That was supposed to be Jimmy Carter, I think.
I was thinking that too, yeah.
Yeah, I think it was Jimmy Carter he was supposed to be. Yeah, we never mentioned that, yeah. That's a nice part they show in the beginning, though, because you don't know you think he's just some bum detective, But he wasn't. He was something special at one time. And, he's messing with and his best friend's messing with his wife. That kind of stuff blows my mind.
I just don't get it. It happens all the time.
Every day it happens. Every second, every day, every place on the planet. No, I know. I don't know. I got too much more. I would never do something like that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't. It's not me. I couldn't do
it. All right. Well, we can get into our ratings then.
All right.
I'll go first.
It was a 7.
Yeah, it was a 7.
It was a 7 on IMDb, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. Like I said, this is the first time I've seen this movie. I didn't see it before. I could have gone without seeing it. Really, again, it's hard to. It's not as good as Die Hard.
No, it's not.
Hard to compare.
Nope, it is. It's very hard. Yeah, it is.
I said I wish Damon Wayans had a little more, funnier scenes. Because ultimately, I'm sure it was cool to see him in a little bit of a serious role, but ultimately, his whole family are just comedians. I
know they are. Yeah, I know.
So action was like I said, I'm a 7. All the actors were really good in it, but I could have gone without seeing it. But
I think most of the money. I think most of the money
went to the.
Must have went to Bruce Willis. Yeah. On the budget.
Yeah.
Him and
there was a lot of action in it,
I know.
Probably Bruce Willis, yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna go right where I'm gonna go about 6.5. I'm gonna go a little bit lower.
I love that. See, I don't know with Die Hard and them. I don't know what they have. I like to look at that sometimes. I don't know what they have as ratings on those. No, I don't know what the ratings are on those. Yeah, do you have any clue?
I can look at it right. 2 seconds. Die Hard's at 8. The first one's at 8.2, which is that's pretty good considering it's a.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with like a 6.8, something like that. A little bit under the. I can't get it close to Die Hard. Sorry, I can't.
Again, it's a good. It's a good way as you got to compare it to some of his other movies.
Oh, I know.
It
was a good action movie. Had some good stuff, bad stuff. It was pretty cool. Some weird. Had some fun in it, and that. But that's all it was. It was a B movie. B movie at best.
The story was all kind of all over the place. I would rather. I'm looking at Live Free or Die Hard, the one with Justin Long. That's a 7.1. I'd rather watch that movie because the story. I'd rather watch that movie than a 7.1. Yeah.
Wow. Nah, it's better than that. That was a good movie. I told you one of my favorites is the third one with Samuel L. Jackson.
I've seen that one a long time ago. I don't remember it.
Yeah, that was a real good one.
But anyways, like I said, it's good we're doing something. It's good we're doing something different.
Yeah, mix it up a little bit.
I have it for all the fans. I haven't really put a poll up yet. It's going to be a football movie. It'll be either We Are Marshall or Invincible. I'm sure you've seen both. I know I have.
Yep.
It's been a while since I haven't seen. It's I think these are definitely tear jerkers. That's for sure.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But yeah. So that poll will go up, and this will come out.
That sounds good. That sounds real good. Yeah.
Anything else you want to talk? Because we're going to be taking another week off since you'll be going away on vacation.
Yeah, we got another. Like I said, we got one more show. It looks like.
Yeah, one more show
from there. Yeah, and then that'll be it. Then we go to London. So
we should do a British movie. We should do
a British movie.
I'm trying to think. What's
a good
one? What's a good? Yeah, soccer one probably. Yeah.
Cricket.
All right. That's fun. Anything else?
All right, buddy. That's it, bro.
All right, that's the ball game.